Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And we're continuing our survey of the marvelous music of Mendelssohn. Some fantastic stuff here, and this is a very, very interesting video. This is number 7? Yeah, 7. This is all Hyperion. It's the complete piano music and his songs and duets and other vocal goodies. Some really nifty stuff here. There really is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and what is this? And some sacred choral music as well. There's all kinds of interesting things here. Stuff that people don't generally know. And I think that it's really worth dipping into for that reason, because these are exceptionally fine performances. First, we have some sacred choral music with the choir of St. John College, Cambridge, and David Hill. Now, in the last video, we talked about Mendelssohn's sacred music and some of the issues that it presents. Most of it's very lovely, pretty brief, but you're not going to want to play it every day, and so you don't. And if you're looking for a disc and you don't want one of the 10 CD box on Caros that we just discussed under Frieder Bernius, there are some absolutely lovely, lovely pieces on this disc. A De Profundis, which is Opus 28, number 1. Aus tiefer Not, it's in German, but you know. An Ave Maria, Hear My Prayer, Opus Posthumous. Mitten wir im Leben sind. Warum toben die Heiden? And these are all things that you've heard before. A Kyrie. A Sanctus, Heilig, Heilig ist Gott, der Herr Sabaoth, which is only 1 minute and 57 seconds. Praise to God in the highest. And let's see. Yes. Oh, for the wings of a dove. In English. Yeah, there you go. There's one in English. Lovely works. Worth getting to know. Like I said, you don't have to play them every day. But if you enjoy Mendelssohn, and if you enjoy sacred music, and if you care about Mendelssohn's wider interests, they're essential pieces. They really are. Now we're going to talk about, let me see if I can get these in a clump. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the complete solo piano music with Howard Shelley. And it's very, very fine. It really is. I mean, Shelley's a really good pianist anyway, and he's done a bunch of cycles on Hyperion, the Clementi sonatas, which are wonderful, and stuff like that. So let me put these in order, and we will take them that way. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Volume 1, Pachung. Volume 1 contains the Capriccio in F sharp minor, Opus 5, his piano sonata in E major, Opus 6, which most people don't know, but which is a very, very fine work. It actually has some influence of like late Beethoven and things like that. It's not early sounding, if you know what I mean. 7 Charakterstücke, Opus 7, and some Songs Without Words, Book 1, Opus 19b. The Songs Without Words, of course, are his most famous piano works. They're terribly underrated. Everybody poo-poos them because they're like salon music written for girls to play in their drawing rooms. Well, they must have been nice drawing rooms. That's all I can tell you, because they're lovely, lovely pieces. And they don't deserve to be shat upon. They really don't. Volume 2, the Rondo Capriccioso in E major, the Fantasia in E major on the last rose of summer. Oh, that's fun. 3 Fantasies or Caprices, Opus 16, the Fantasia in F sharp minor, also known as the Scottish Sonata. And that is a wonderful work. It really is. It's brooding and dark and audibly related to the Scottish Symphony and the Hebrides Overture and Mendelssohn's, North Country sort of style. He had a style for those pieces, and this is one of them. It really deserves to be heard much more frequently than it is. And then we've got, let's see, the song in E flat major, a song in A major, just a minute long, little miniatures. And then 2 more books 2 and 3 of the Songs Without Words. You really, really need to listen to the Songs Without Words. There's so many beautiful and captivating pieces. There's even a funeral march that anticipates the opening of Mahler's 5th Symphony. Very powerful, too. Let's see, Etude in F minor, Scherzo in B minor, Scherzo a Capriccio in F sharp minor. F sharp minor was a key he seemed to like. 3 Caprices, these major works, Opus 33. The Piano Sonata in G minor, Opus 105. More Songs Without Words, Book 4, and a song in F sharp minor, an extra one. So that's Volume 3. Volume 4 has the 6 Preludes and Fugues, Opus 35, one of the great post-Bachian contrapuntal masterworks for piano. Definitely listen to it, especially the first Prelude and Fugue, which I just think is one of the most grand and thrilling piano pieces you've ever heard in your life. It's amazing. Rudolf Serkin used to play it as well. It's incredibly noble and inspiring. And, you know, people who think Mendelssohn's kind of this light, fluffy, namby-pamby guy, yeah, I mean, you just got to hear this. It's remarkable. The Andante cantabile e presto agitato without opus number 6. It's a big work, 8 minutes long. You know, Mendelssohn was very self-critical, and he didn't publish most of his music. I mean, he died very young, so he didn't have a chance, and it was all sort of cobbled together after he died. But he saved everything in immaculately written, calligraphically perfect notebooks. His sketches, everything is preserved. He was really very meticulous, obsessive-compulsive kind of guy. The song in A major, lead in A major, and More Songs Without Words, Book 5, pardon me. Book 6 is here in Volume 5. And we've got, let's see, the Etude in F minor, the Scherzo in B minor, the Scherzo a Capriccio in F sharp minor without Opus 3, 3 Caprices. Did I just talk about that? Did we just do that? No. Oh, 3 Caprices, Opus 33. Sorry. 3 Caprices, Opus 33. Yes, they're both here. Sonata in G minor. Oh, this is 3. Do I have 2 copies of Volume 3? I do. What happened to Volume 5? Hang on a minute here. Oh, Volume 5 must be somewhere else. I have 2 copies of Volume 3. I'll have to do Volume 5. It's over there somewhere. And Volume 6. Okay, Volume 6 has the album blot in E minor, Songs Without Words, so lead in A minor, Capriccio in E major, Opus 118. The Perpetuum Mobile in C major, it's a lot of fun, Opus 119, some musical sketches, and the Piano Sonata in B flat major, Opus 106, the same key, the same opus number as Beethoven's Hammerklavier. No coincidence there. And the books 7 and 8 of the Songs Without Words, all with Howard Shelley, all beautiful, and Volume 5 I will dig out. It's over there in the other Mendelssohn wall. Now, here we have, let's see what we got here. Yes, Mendelssohn Songs and Duets. This is at least 5 volumes. At least I have 5 volumes of it here. And they're extraordinarily well done, featuring Sophie Daneman. Oh, she's a wonderful singer. Nathan Berg, baritone, and Eugene Osti at the piano. What are all the songs here? Well, there's some famous ones here, actually. You know, On Wings of Song. Remember that? You know, Auf Flügel der Gesang thing, whatever it's called. And the Spring Song, well, there's like a bunch of spring songs, and they're charming. So, you know, that stuff is all in here, and the duets are terrific. And this is all salon music, but quality salon music. You know, quality is what matters, right? At the end of the day, it's not where you do it or who it was for. It was how good it is. And he wrote some lovely songs. He really did. Let's see, what's on this one? Oh, there's so many titles here. I can't, get them. Here's On Wings of Song. It's in Volume 2, in case you're curious. Auf Flügeln des Gesanges. There we go. And let's see. Oh, there's Suleika. He did a Suleika, remember? And Wasserfahrt and Morgengruß and es lauschte das Laub so dunkelgrün. There you go. You got to hear that one, right? The Winterlied's quite lovely. The song from Roy Bloss, well, he wrote an overture about that, right? So that's all nice. And what have we got here? Okay, it's lots of songs and duets. And some Fanny Mendelssohn stuff is in here too, which is lovely because, you know, Fanny Mendelssohn has collaborated with Felix on some of his music, especially his songs and things like that. And her music sounds like his music. Some people like to say it's better. I like to say, why are you making the comparison? It's a waste of time. Let's see, what have we got here? With thanks to the Guildhall School of Music and Drama for their generous support for this disc and its first recordings of rare songs prepared for publication by Barenreiter in 2008 by Eugene Osti. So here they are. There's a lovely little song cycle here. 4 songs from 1830 Der Tag, Reiterlied, Abschied, and Der Bettler. They're brief and charming and expressive and delightful. So this has got like all kinds of people singing in them. And you've got, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 singers, all with Eugene Osti piano. And the last volume here, which is number 5, has 2 volumes. Yeah, wow, lots of stuff. 6 Scottish national songs in English. Well, those are fun. Remember, Haydn and Beethoven did a bunch of those sorts of things. And oh, the Maiden's Lament, Das Mädchens Klage. Look, I can go through. There's like dozens of songs on each disc. I can't list them all. I'm not going to try. All I'm telling you is that this exists, and it's out there, and it's worth exploring. And because Mendelssohn's range was much broader than we give him credit for, and his songs are beautiful. I mean, if the songs without words are fabulous, the songs with words aren't less so because they have words. So give them a shot and keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.